So recently I hosted a webinar on the topic of biases and how we can be aware of these in order to improve our performance and be at our best. I wanted to give you a quick synopsis of what I covered. So first of all, what are biases and mental shortcuts? Well, basically when we are faced with missing information or gaps in a story or a picture, our brains automatically fill those gaps. And it does this quickly without much effort on our part. It relies on previous knowledge and experience to think quickly and automatically. This can be useful for our survival. We've often needed to react or respond quickly to avoid danger. It can also be useful because it means we don't have to use a lot of mental effort to do simple tasks. However, it also means that the way that you remember an event or a situation or the way that you make decisions can be biased for a number of reasons. And that can lead to biased decision making and behavior. So it's really important to be aware of these in order to make better decisions, notice the important information, and work in more inclusive teams and organizations. So what can we do about this? Well, I have 5 tips that I want to share that I think are useful in helping combat biases and being aware of them. The first is to have the courage to challenge your existing beliefs, recognizing and acknowledging that we do all have biases and we might not always be aware of them. The second one is to have empathy and curiosity for other people. Again, it takes courage to make the effort to see others' perspectives. Having that sense of curiosity will then allow us to explore different viewpoints. And being empathetic doesn't necessarily mean that you endorse someone's beliefs or agree with them. It just means you're able to humanize that person, to see things from their perspective and hear their voice before making a decision. The third factor would be psychological safety in teams in order to avoid groupthink. The psychological safety is a key component of high-performing teams, and it's essentially being able to have trust within your team. It is a belief that if you speak up or make a mistake or disagree with the consensus or admit a weakness, that you won't be blamed or penalized. So it allows people to be vulnerable and have their voices heard. The fourth one is to embrace diversity and remind yourself that diversity isn't always visible. You can have diversity of personalities, backgrounds, area of expertise, cultures, and so on. But having different perspectives can really enhance creativity and improve decision making. So reminding yourself to embrace those differences. And the fifth tip is mindfulness. So paying attention in the present moment, non-judgmentally. Research has shown that practicing mindfulness can have positive impacts on the implicit biases that we do all have. So if you are interested in seeing the full recording for that session, you can drop me a message, or you can join our LinkedIn group by searching Dirty Salad Club on LinkedIn.